Hi YouTube, I hope you remember me. It's been a while since I made YouTube related content, but now that the new expansion went live yesterday, I decided to instantly come back and show you a very cool deck that I've been playing this morning. As you can see, I'm not at my usual setup. I am actually on holiday in Germany with my mom, who's in the background, but you can't see her. Maybe you'll hear her at some point, I don't know, if she starts talking, but she is here in the room with me. But anyway, I'm going to show you a Death Knight deck with plagues. This is one of the decks I enjoyed playing the most in the theory crafting event last week as well. I'm going to show you the list real quick. So this is just a list that I randomly got. It's not my list. I don't know who made it either. I just got the code from Jambray. I copied it. I played this deck. Didn't make any changes to it. Don't know if it needs changes. It probably does because, you know, it's very early in the meta. But you know, for Plague to work, you need Frost Unholy Unholy. That's the best archetype for the plagues. And what you're gonna be doing with this deck is you have lots of cards that shuffle plagues into your opponent's deck. And there's three different types of plagues. The first one is deal 2 damage and heal 2. Your hero heals for 2. There is 2 damage, summon a 2/2 on your side of the board, and deal 2 damage to the opponent's hero, and the next card they play costs 1 more mana, up to 10. So you can't like block them from playing the card, but it can go up to 10. So what you want to do is just shuffle as many plagues into the deck as you possibly can, and then just hope it kills the opponent. It's kind of like what the old Bomb Warrior used to do as well, and I really loved playing that deck, so it kind of reminded me of that. Maybe also a little bit of Garrett Rogue, where you like where the you also took damage. But it's a DK list, so you know there is a lot of undead synergy as well. You have the weapons. Bonebreaker is just there because it's 1 frost, and it kind of fits because you can push more damage or take traits while pushing damage. This is the first one of the play cards. It's a weapon 1/3, and every time you attack with it, it shuffles a random plague into your opponent's deck. So it's gonna be one of the 3 plagues I just named. Astalor, because, because it's just a staple in most decks still is very strong. Here's another plague card, Distressed Faldir. Death Rattle, shuffle 2 random plagues into your opponent's deck. So again, very strong. If you can tempo that early and shuffle the plagues, I like it. It's a good 2-drop. Down with the Ship, another plague card. Deal 3 damage to a minion. If it dies, shuffle 2 random plagues into your opponent's deck. So as you can see, lots of plague synergy in the deck. These are like older cards, still good that work. There is Halia here, and I know there was some confusion about how that card actually works. But the thing is, like, once you play this, once it's out on the board, for the rest of the game, every time your opponent draws a plague, the same plague type will be shuffled back into their deck. So if they draw, like, for example, the Frost Plague, it insta gets cast when opponent draws it, and then it shuffles another one into the deck. So you can't, like, opponent will forever keep taking plague damage because they can't remove it except if they play Steam Cleaner, which I don't know if a lot of decks do right now. So they can never go to fatigue because they will keep taking plagues. School Teacher, Tassarian, you know, strong cards. Storm Trader is also a new card, Plague Synergy. If you have already shuffled plagues into your opponent's deck, you can destroy 1 plague from their deck and deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. So this is a pretty decent AoE, because that's something this deck is lacking. So if you get behind on board, the Tomb Trader can help you get back. Magatha is very good because you only run 2 spells. So Down with the Ship and Plague Strike. So always a lot of chance to draw lots of minions and weapons. Hollow Hound also just very good mid-game card, I think. Dealing with the board, healing a bit. Sylvana, same. Try to yoink a minion if you can. And then the the Primus, very fun. When I played, I usually went for the ability that destroys one of the opponent's minions, and it gains the health to the Primus and your hero. So you destroy a minion and you get a lot of health in return. That's the one I found best in my game so far. And then this is the reward. This card here, Chain Guardian, is the reward for playing all the plagues. Because for every plague you shuffle into your opponent's deck, this one will cost 1 less. So ideally, you'll play this for 0 mana, and it's an 8/5 Rush Reborn, so you can take 2 traits or just play it on the board like this. It has Reborn, so it's kind of hard to deal with. And that's what makes the card really, really strong. So I think we've talked enough about the deck now. I'm just gonna queue a game and show you how it works and hopefully win it as well. But so you know, it's a new season, so I'm not legend yet, but I think with this deck we can definitely hit legend. I played only like 3 or 4 games with it today to test it out, try it and see if it was worth making a video about it. But lots of my games were very interesting and didn't end in just a few turns. It usually takes a bit of time to set everything up and make sure your opponent dies from the plagues. But it's definitely doable. Okay, we're against Druid. And Druid has a few archetypes right now, and one of them is quite like an aggro-ish Druid with lots of tokens. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep 1 cultist here. So if I want to play this on 3 or on 2 with the coin, it's a nice AoE instantly. And of course we keep the 2-drop as well. I think that's very strong. Sylvanas is here. That means we can instantly start infusing it. That's always nice. Okay, yes, this this definitely looks like a token or nature druid. And we have an extra AoE here, see, with the Tomb Trader. Okay, so what opponent's gonna do is gonna be playing out the Treants, and I'm thinking if I wanna coin the AoE already to instantly get rid of this, but it's like quite weak on the board, so I'm feeling like what I'm going to do is play the Valdir. It will probably die either because opponent trades or because I can take a trade, and then we can coin Tomb Trader if we need a 3 damage AoE, or we just play the Cultist on curve if we need 2 damage AoE. Okay. I mean, if opponent doesn't play minions, we don't need an AoE at all. Then we just take 1 trade and we can play Chill Fallen. Okay, that's not what they're doing. But we don't need 3 AoE, so I think we can just play the Cultist here and deal with this board already. Here we go. Out. Gone with the Treants. And we have Halia also early, that's nice. Maybe I will just play this one out if opponent doesn't make more board. Play the Halia. I opened her in I opened this card in golden. That was my lucky pack. This expansion. Golden Halia. Okay, set up. So there are plagues in the deck now. Oh, insta draws a lot of plagues, and now you'll see that they get shuffled back into the deck because I played Halia. So there's just gonna be more plagues every time they draw one. Can't get rid of it. Alright, what are we doing here? And look, because we shuffled so many, the Chain Guardian is already only 4. Only 4 mana. I think I will wait a bit. We're gonna go School Teacher. What do we like? Howling Blast, maybe just on this one. And hit the face. Okay, at least we have the board for now. That is very good. So if they want to make a white board, we can definitely get rid of that. Just with the Tomb Trader alone, probably. Doesn't feel like we're behind right now. I don't want to jinx it, obviously. Let's just wait and see. Flower Child. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what the late game cards are in this deck. I haven't faced any druids yet, so it is gonna be a bit of a surprise for me too. How do we do this? Going to shuffle. Yeah. So this now costs 3 mana. Gonna play it. Gonna take a trade with it. Everything phase. And I'm thinking maybe we should coin the draw. An extra minion. It's a draw. Oh, we have the Primus. But honestly, I don't know if we're still in the game in 2 turns from now. Because if they don't deal with the board here, or they don't have a very strong combat turn, they are just dead here on board. Let's see. Flipper friends for 6. Oh, they drew the the frost plague that makes your cards cost 1 more. They can take some trades. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. They don't full trade, but maybe it's enough to not be dead on this turn. I have 5 damage. 6, 7 with hero power and weapon. Surely we can find something. 2. We can do this. Bone Breaker is not lethal anyway, so I'm just gonna do this and this. Probably not lethal on this turn because they need to draw 3 curses to be dead here, which is a bit much. But if they just go for 1 big minion, I can steal it with Sylvanas. So what do they have? Astellar gives them 5 armors. Is that enough to survive? I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the Bone Breaker. They could end up dead here. Oh, okay, we have lethal, I think. Let me check to make sure. Yes, we do. Okay, we won. This was actually a perfect game. We had the early AoE into Helia on 4, into like opponent drawing lots of plagues instantly. So this was kind of exactly what I meant when I said like at the start of the game we need to just keep the board under control and then shuffle lots of plagues, and that's gonna be enough to win the game. Okay, I'm queuing 1 more because this was really quick, and then hopefully we can end it with a 100% win rate. Hopefully that will convince you to try the deck, because I swear it is really, really fun. Games don't take super long, but long enough to feel like you're actually in a game with decisions that matter. Okay, deathknight. There is still a blood deathknight, I think, but it might not be as popular right now. So I want to say I'm gonna keep the cultist just in case it's a board-based deck. Okay, we have a nice curve here. Baldir on 2. Oh, it is blood. I wasn't sure, but I think we still have decent. Like, we can probably try to kill them with the plagues, but what would be very good here is Helia early, because that will give us a chance to like shuffle more and more plagues always, because now whenever opponent draws the plagues, they don't get shuffled back into the deck, so we actually lose plagues. But once Helia has been played, whenever they draw the plague, it will just get shuffled back anyway, you know? So what we're looking for now, looking for very hard, is Helia. Keep shuffling anyway. We are a Renathal deck, so there's lots and lots of cards in the deck. The chance of them drawing all the plagues now isn't that high. So we're gonna preach for an early Helia here. Okay. Just a little Renathal. kill it with Plague Strike. And shuffle one more Plague. Next turn we can set up the Sarion. That's a nice card. That's Reborn as well. What do we have? 3/3. I'd actually, what I could do is go Tomb Trader. Okay, we don't need to anymore now. We could still do it and just hit into the 4/4 to trade it. We could also go Plague Strike on this, but it's not like as good really. Or Plague Strike and Cultist, but it feels a bit weaker. So let's just go Tomb Trader. We have a 4/3 on the board, and we can set up the Bonebreaker as well. Still no Halia here. Magatha is good too, I think, if we could get a refill of our hands. I wouldn't be against that. Deep Frost. That do. Draw a card. Okay, draw 2 cards. Do it. Oh. Oh, what is the best? Blood Boil for a late game? Corpse Explosion? I feel like maybe Blood Boil. I think it's probably not Unholy Frenzy because a lot of their minions are lifestealed. Let's go Blood Boil. And this. And this. Opponent's getting already like quite low. And they drew a Frost Plague, so their next one card costs 1 more. So if they wanted to play a 6 mana spell, they cannot on this turn. What I can do is I can go Plague Strike first, clear the minions, and then Tharian. Is it still as good now? Like, it's a bit annoying that this is a 4/4, so maybe we should Nerubian instead, see what we get. Frozen Over is quite nice too, because I'm a bit short on card draw here. Opponent cannot play them next turn, the 2 he draws now. I cannot finale this, I am 1 mana short of doing that. So what we are going to do is, I think, maybe we just take Strike anyway. Oh. I should have done that differently. I could have hero powered into the 4/4 Plague Strike it, so it only heal him once. Yeah, that was not good what I did there. I think I have to clear it anyway, because if we leave this up and they play the Banshee, they're gonna get like a wider board. So this is my fault for making them heal. For 4 extra damage. 4 extra. So he cannot play the 2 cards they just draw the previous turn. There is the Banshee. And if they combo it with Vampiric Blood, that would be bad. Okay, they're not. Okay, at least I'm glad I traded that 4/4 in. But still, it's looking a bit annoying here for me. We lost 1 spell. We do have Halia. Oh, we lost 2 spells, but opponent's hand was full, so they only have 1. Oh my god. Okay, what are we doing? I think we wait like this. Yeah, we didn't really shuffle a lot yet, so the Chain Guardian is still on 6. That is gonna change next turn with Halia. Oh, they have Primus as well. What do you pick here? Destroy the 5/5? Yeah. That is the best option, but I am going to destroy their one now. I'm just gonna do it back to them, I think. Or I need to find another way of dealing with this board, but I don't think I have an easy one right now. What are the next abilities? Next spell costs 3 less, spell damage plus 3. Summon Taunt and Reborn. Is it that annoying? Is it that important that I remove it on this turn? I shuffle 3, this will cost 3. And I can use it to trade the Banshee. Oh, I'm not sure what we're doing here. I think I'm gonna go Primus anyway, just because I don't know. Right, so I need to use the ability Destroy. What do we want? Blood tap. Eh. We'll see. I don't know. Hustlers here. Patchwork. Ah! What did it eat? Whoa! My Primus, a school teacher, and a Hollow Hound. Oh no. God. I think I'm gonna blood boil this. So blood boil is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I have to do this. With the hands. We stop this. We blood boil. And we hit here, so that dies as well. And we're healing back nicely. Okay, so we need to set up Halia next turn. Really do, because we don't want opponent to keep drawing plagues and not shuffle them back. Astalor, okay. Easier. Okay, I think it's time to go for the board so we don't die to Astalors. Get up. Opponent is on 10 cards, but I don't think they can keep that up, because if they keep overdrawing their own cards, I don't think they're winning anyway. This as well. Hit here. And okay, it didn't overdraw Plague again. Fine. And now they're not on 10 cards anymore, so from now on they can draw the Plagues. The asphyxiation would be nice. Icy Touch is fine. It could be Frenzy, but the thing is... No, Frenzy is fine actually. Let's go Icy. Okay, so Icy Touch. And Astalor. And now we hope they draw Plagues now that their hand is not on 10 cards. No, missed the Plague. Oh, they play Prison of Yogg-Saron. Okay, let's go. It's gonna be random here. It could buff the minion, it could destroy it. It could just ignore it. Let's see. 1. Overdrawing cards. Oh, shuffling some Plagues into my deck now. And armor. Okay, so their hand is full again, so they can't draw Plagues on the next turn. I could set up Astalor if I wanted to. I think I do want to. Make it a bit harder for them to set up a good Astalor. Patchwork. They every time their hand is full and they try to overdraw plagues, they just overdraw their own cards, which is a little bit funny. No. Yeah, that makes my turn a bit worse. Don't have cards. If it hits the 5/5, we can destroy one and do an AoE. And shuffle another one in. Come on. Plague, please. Yes. Blood Plague. And it gets shuffled back. That's what we like to see. They might start to turn with the Prison of Yogg-Saron on my Sarion here. Doesn't do anything. That works. Execute. No! I mean, yeah. It's kind of okay because they still take the damage. And they're not gonna heal. Because that minion is gonna get cleared. And my Sylvanas is infused, so I can yoink the Astalor. I only have 2 cards left. I don't think I need to draw more, so let's just do this. This. I don't have 10 cards. Reach. Plague. Okay, Plague. Oh, only 1. They still have probably lots of ways to heal. There's still probably Vampiric Blood in there. No Muncher. They overdrew 1, but there should be another one. Oh, wait. If they're not good... Oh, that's decent. I wanted to say if they're not good, maybe my Hollow Hand can deal with it, but they still can. It's actually fine. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna heal. I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna add more plagues. Their hand is not full. They need to draw 3 plagues here and they're dead. Can we do that? No! They didn't draw a single one. I only have 1 card left. It's the Chained Guardian in the deck. It's not a bad card, but we're gonna rely on opponent drawing plagues now, I think. Probably the only way of us making it, unless they have lots of heal here. The Natrius. Oh my god, that means we lose. Because I can clear it, but I'm gonna heal him back up to full health. Oh, dude. And he's never gonna draw that many plagues to kill him. I have to kill it, but this is not okay. He's back to full health. And I have no cards left. It was very close. We missed like a few damage from the plagues, I think. But yeah, okay. We did not win this game, unfortunately. Maybe if the prison let 1 minion alive, it would have been slightly better for us, but unlucky. Anyway, guys, we went 1-1. I think there was potential for the second game as well. I did make a few mistakes anyway. But hard to say if those mistakes cost me the game or not. Maybe not. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I will leave the deck code in the comments. Let me know if you enjoyed playing this deck or if you're gonna try it. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!